So I want to talk about how to survive the Christmas holidays as an actor, but more importantly, how to survive Christmas parties and Christmas dinner. Yeah. Oh, you're an actor. So what are you, in an acting class? Or what restaurant have I seen you waiting tables at? Or, oh yeah, what have you been on? And these questions that you're like, so I beg of the young actor who goes home for Christmas that when their career comes up, don't take the onslaught of questions that can be a little bit negative or strangely disconcerting, or just have a soupçon of they're tearing you down. Don't take that personally. That's their fear. So, and you go, there's work out there. Like, I don't know if you noticed all the movies on the airplanes. I don't know if you noticed all the networks that are popping up. I don't know if you noticed all the plethora of television shows. Like, there's a lot of work out there, a lot of work out there for actors. And if I get really, really good and I get very specific and I know how to run my business, I'm going to get some of that work. There's a lot. The reason why it seems kind of like a lot of people fail is because most people don't understand what it is. And once I explain to you what acting is, then you'll go, oh, I see. A lot of people open up their businesses thinking that they can make it, and they can't, and they kind of clog the system. And those ones all go down. But people who are skilled, disciplined, have a investment and commitment to it, and just kind of hang out there and stay standing, they make it. So the first 5 years, you don't make money. And so when they're like, oh, what have I seen you on? You go, that's not how the system works. I'm a small business. How it works right now is that I'm making sure that my skill set is up, so that my training is right, so that I know that I can kill auditions and I can perform. The majority of people who call themselves actors don't know how to act, and that's why they fail. I'm training like a pilot or a surgeon. I am training to be as good as I can be. Then, in the first 5 years, my job is not to book. You know, you will once in a while, and that's nice, and that's great. You get little credits and you put on your IMDb. But in the first 5 years, your job is not to make money. Your job is not to actually book parts. Your job in the first 5 years is to set up the relationship in our business. I'm an agent, or I'm about to get an agent. I'm branding myself, and I'm going to bring myself to a market, which is a business-to-business market, and I need to work these relationships with network and with studios over the next 5 years to make sure, and casting directors, to make sure that they know who I am and what I bring, and that I always kill my auditions, that I'm always amazing, so that eventually when I do break out, I'll break out big. Because acting is not roll the dice and wishful thinking. Acting is a entrepreneurship. I am a small business and the product is me. So I have to make sure I'm at my best, and that I'm producing my best and showing my best, and that takes time. But acting is life. Acting is the art form of life. So when it's done really well, it looks like something we see all the time. And so then you go, I don't really know what they do. And so most people at Christmas dinner who are saying, you know, oh, you're an actor, they think it's good looks, getting on a magazine, walking a red carpet, having a nice smile, being a charming, confident person. You're like, that's not what acting is at all. It's actually the exact opposite of acting. Acting is a rigorous, disciplined, committed craft of digging into yourself so you know yourself, so you can understand character. It's the art form of life. It's the art form of behavioral psychology. It takes an incredible amount of intelligence, unbelievable amount of emotional self-understanding, and emotional understanding of the world, and an outrageous amount of connectivity, focus, which allows for your charisma to show up. And you say, and I'm in the beginnings, I'm like a pre-med student. I haven't even gotten to med school yet. I'm so busy trying to figure out what I do for a living, so I get good. Because I don't want to become one of those people that books one or two things and at Christmas time can say, yeah, I was a Christmas shopper number 2 in Hunky Santa. And then kind of the career dies and I end up going into real estate instead. I want to be somebody who has longevity and perseverance and shows up in this career and is able to make a beautiful, long-lasting career.